Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silverstacker here, and today's numismatic news and information for the second day of June 2021. I'd like to take you over here to JM Bullion and start your day. Gold's down $6.53 to 1903.47. Silver's down 21 cents to 27.89. Platinum is down $12.63 to $1,200.44. And palladium is down $11.81 to 28.78.92. So really, if you look at the live spot prices here, gold at $1,900, that's pretty strong still, considering it was at the 1850s for a while. Silver's not even at 26 right now. I think it's going to be testing those levels, 28 and 29 here this month. And platinum's still at $1,200. So everything's pretty flat, if you ask me. So that's not so bad. Next thing, because that's opportunity, right? Now, next thing I do here is take you to the United States Mint and look at the product schedule for the 24th, and that was just a week ago last Monday. I'll tell you, look at these mintage numbers, right? So these are 175,000 with no household order limit now. We know that, no big deal. But two questions are really hitting the posts right now in the comment section. It is, when are these going to ship? And are there any left? Have they sold how many? So here's the CC. They both have 175. Here's the O privy mark, and that's 175. So if you go to the cumulative data that came out yesterday from the 30th, you'll see here that the O privy mark Morgan dollar has 174,325 units sold totally. And then just about, 90 less for the CC privy mark, it looks like. And that's pretty incredible. So if you do the math there, you're looking at the CC has 765 units to sell to get to that 175,000 threshold. Now, will they do that before these stop selling and the window closes at June 7 at 3 p.m. Eastern time? I don't know. That's really a great question, because normally I might have an answer for you, but since this particular release is so different and so high profile, they've changed everything around, and that's really incredible. And as far as the drop date for these is concerned, I'm hearing that people have talked to Mint customer service people, and they're saying possibly between July and November. I've also heard between June and October. So those windows is basically the two most common ones that I'm hearing about. So from June to October, and then July to November. Those are the two. And this one here, if it does come out in June, okay, that kind of makes sense. And there was a discrepancy when you threw these into your cart that one day, and I think it said June 14 that these were going to launch at you to ship. So I'd have your information ready and make sure all of it's up to date. Now, check this out. So there's a discrepancy building on eBay between the 2021 Morgan dollar with the O privy mark and the CC privy mark. This one starts out at $218 with free shipping, and they go to about $220, $220, $215, $223, and $225, and so on and so forth. So you can get into these O privy mark Morgans for less than $250 right now, $225 average. Now, getting back to the CC privy mark, well, that's a different story, folks. Look at these. They're basically starting out at $250 and going up from there. So that's pretty remarkable. There's already a discrepancy of a handful of $10 bills between the two. So that's clearly the one to own so far. And that might change, but it might not either. So next thing I'd like to do is take you over here to this site, Coinage. And it says here, Bullion Demand and Rare Coin Optimism. And this came out May 25th, but I think it has more importance now than ever before. It's the information that comes with it. And like I said, it came out May 25th. So that was a week ago, last Tuesday. This is by Michael Fulhens, or Fulgens, depending on how you pronounce it. So whenever financial, political, or other world events lead to a continued increase in the buying of gold and silver bullion coins for diversification or as a form of financial insurance, we often see a bull market in rare coins follow in at about 6 to 18 months. That's because many of these new precious metal buyers become exposed by leading rare coin dealers to classic rare coins. Okay, now financial, that could be inflation, political, like geopolitical, political tensions around the world, or world events like a pandemic. So we may have all three of these coming to head at one time. It says here, experience shows that about 10 to 20% of these new bullion coin buyers start collecting and investing in rare coins, and that provides a significant new demand for the limited universe of rare coins, thereby causing their prices to increase. We absolutely know that. Everything is spiking right now. Can this be happening again? In 2020, the U.S. Mint noted an increase of 102% in silver American Eagle purchases over the period from 2019, and 455% up in gold American Eagle ounces purchased in 2019. In the first 3 months of 2021, there has also been a large increase in U.S. Mint sales of gold and silver bullion coins. Gold American Eagle coins by ounces increased by 83% during the first 3 months of 2021 versus the same 3 months of 2020, while silver American Eagle sales increased 35% in that same time period. American Buffalo gold bullion coin sales rose 25.7% in the first 3 months of 2021 compared to the first 3 months of 2020. So, and what's funny is this news isn't hitting the general community yet. This is just in the coin collecting community and some newbies that are joining up, or people who have been there in the past but are rediscovering, right? It's an amazing time to be into coins. It really is. So much interest. As I've said recently, my firm is getting calls from big buyers and customers that it hasn't heard from in years, and my firm is not alone. Dealer friends of mine continue to talk about the recent purchase of high-value six-figure coins, including the $4 Stella patterns, only minted in 1879 and 1880. A dealer friend of mine just sold 2 of those very rare pattern coins. No, we're not in a raging bull market yet, which means they believe they will be, but we're seeing a lot more of those coins in high 4-figure, 5-figure, and 6-figure levels selling now. And that's incredible. And that's a 1787 doubloon, New York style Brasher doubloon, EB on wing. And it's MS65 and GC CAC Heritage Auction. So there you go. Further examples of more money coming into the market were shown early in the year during a Heritage Auction sale when an NGC CAC MS65 Brasher doubloon, detailed in an earlier column, set an all-time gold coin sales record at $9.36 million, and a PCGS 1804 capped bust, $10 graded proof 65 deep cameo sold for $5.28 million. That's a lot of moolah. That's a lot of dough. Wow. So here it is. So it looks like the people with a lot of money are coming out as they haven't before, and investing their money, right? Look at that. That's a lot of hours to work for that kind of money for one coin, right? It's incredible what's happening out there. So people are looking for investments. So they think that the big bad wolf is coming, which is economic trouble, right? And they're trying to get into different asset classes, which can be considered maybe, like the Three Little Pigs are going to have a straw house, a wooden house, and a brick house. Which ones do you think are made out of brick? And would you want a straw house when the economic storm comes? Probably not. It says here, I'm going to go back to here because I don't want it to be too long, but that's basically the gist of it. It says here precious metal imports are up dramatically. A major USA newspaper reported gold, silver, and other precious metals poured into the U.S. as purchases of other overseas items dropped at a time when imports were down due to COVID-19. Purchases of gold and silver coins and other precious metals products increased dramatically. And that's got nowhere. I mean, they're not foreseeing this stopping anytime soon. USA Today stated that the value of precious metals pouring into the country had a 19-year high in 2020, a $55 billion influx that doubled the volume of 2019. Analysts and traders say that the trend reflects rising demand among purchasers that range from Wall Street investment to funds to ordinary people buying a bullion. And there you go. That's the big story right there. People are in on it. And, those stages of a bull market, here we go. And I'm going to leave a link in the description to this particular article. And it's just incredible the amount of money moving into precious metals. It really is. It's remarkable, folks. Whew. So there it is. Most people think that a storm is coming, and they're getting into different asset classes that are going to not necessarily make them rich, because, during the storm, You don't add a new wing to your house. You know, you just preserve the house that you have by building a strong shelter, right? And that's what it's all about. You build that metaphorical strong shelter so it can protect you from those harsh winds of that storm. So anyway, folks, I want to thank y'all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.